Hey guys, it's the Yan. Got a different video for you here than just a locals video, which I do hope to start doing more of those again. I recently got third at the NA 2025 WGP Nationals in Rochester. I was playing Love Live Nijigasaki, and if you want just the deck list and the matchups, I'll just put those right on screen here, if that's all you would like. The deck list I did not come up with. It was by a Twitter user. I'll put their @ on screen also, or I'll just link the Twitter post. Shin_YHN_WS, I believe. But we'll confirm that. But yeah, I have played a lot of Niji before. I used to play it a lot a couple years ago, but mostly door pants. That Kanata combo is really fun. I would have loved to play it again, but I do think the standby is a little bit better. It's just it's pretty cool too. So, but yeah, like I said, not my deck list, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's great. And I want to just talk about it a little bit here, my thoughts on it, my perspective, and yeah. Alright, we're back. I turned it like this because it just makes more sense. But yeah, let's get into it here. Starting off, the only 4 of at 0 is the Kasumi helmet. It's just the best memory card to go for. You want to open it basically in all your games if you can. I don't usually send more than 1 to memory. If I have the opportunity, 1 gets reversed, I've already got my memory, I'll probably just send it to waiting room. Because the helmet's always nice. Even at such a high count, you can really be helped out in case you lose an I level 1 combo and you need to get it back. Maybe in Oshinoko, I guess. I'll send more to memory if I can. Lose some of the zeros. We got 3 of the Kasumi Riki. Not much to say there. It's a great card. I guess I will say it clocking to waiting room is really great. Or I guess from waiting room, I should say. It helps you set up experience, I guess, is one of the big things. The Aimu level 3 has experience 4, which you don't have to go for it, but I go for it. It's also good with the Karin level 0 here. You can send something to clock and then grab it out with that. Also, just if you're at level 1, putting Aimus into clock, having them there when you hit refresh or level up post refresh, I guess. But yeah, 2 of the Shizuku Fuka, swings in at 3/5 as long as the character's on top, and Fuka's good. Free deck speed. We got 2 of the Aimu Brainstorm salvages. The top check 2, very nice in this deck, of course, particularly. It helps you find your triggers on the level 3 I combo, or it can, if you don't have the 1/1. It also, I like to use it with the level 1 combo. My usual order of operations is I'll use the top check to rearrange before I resolve my last I combo, because then you can kind of see what do I want to add, what do I want to trigger, or if there's a climax, putting that on the bottom, so you can trigger it and then pay it out. We got 2 of the previously mentioned Karin level 0. This card is so awesome. I really love it. You can just grab any card out of clock, and then you send 1 from hand to clock. Gets climaxes if they get buried on a refresh. You can use it with the Riki, and then pay 1, pitch a character on play, top check 5 for a character. It's really good, and that's a lot of deck speed. Pretty easy to find what you might be looking for. If it's like early game and you're looking for an I level 1 combo, you can usually count on finding one. I at least feel like it's pretty easy. 2 of the Mia JC swings in at 4K as long as you play 2 other characters after it. The JC is nice, also with like just a lot of on reverse. If you don't manage to get triple I level 1, the JC is a good way to at least get one of those back and go for a triple I on the next turn. We've got the Aimu level 0 assist. You play it for the memory effects usually. If you can't get a Cosme into memory, you just like rekey this out. Pay 1 cents to memory. Top check 3 for a character. And then climax swap with shift, which is awesome. You don't play a ton of yellow, but like if you have a yellow card in hand, and you have the climax swap as well, you can just like clock the climax swap, and then like see the information of what you draw if you like need the climax swap back. If you draw into the wrong one, or if you draw into the right one, or no climax at all, you can be like, all right, I don't need that. Or if you do want it back for later, then you can just grab it back. Level 1s, we got the I level 1 combo. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Soul Trigger sits at 8/5 as long as you have that card in memory and a full 3 in the front. Climax combo, top check 1, add up to 1 character, and then it gets Twin Drive. Pay 1 Twin Drive. If you are at level 2 and you like refresh and you you like check an Aimu on the top, I've had this happen in one of my games where I just like didn't have any in waiting room. You can just like choose not to add it and have it go to waiting room, and that's awesome. I love that. You only whiff on, there's like 1 event and then the climaxes. So 4 of the 1/1 assist gives the top check up to 2, set 1, mill the other, to the things in front of it. Super great. It gets you clean twin drives. It helps you find soul triggers on the level 3 eye. It helps you find standbys at 2 or 3 for standbying out Aimu. It's really great. And then it also gets door trigger. If you have a door in play, you're not like really playing for that always. Usually you have to, or at least I'll just level 1 for the experience normally, experience 4. Excuse me. But like I said, obviously, you don't have to play for that. But I don't really like rely on finding them as door triggers. It's great if you open one, ditch it, hit a standby, put it out. It's great. We got 1 of the 3K level 1 backup that goes to bottom deck when you play it. Moving on. Sorry, the 1/0 Setsuna Accelerate backup. Clock top to top check forfeit character, and then it gives an additional 1K. So total 2. Really awesome card, especially in first deck. Gets you through a little bit quicker. 1 of the 1/0 assist taps to pump 500. And when you trigger a soul trigger, you can pump 2K. This is your main way for dealing with other big defensive boards. Like Hasu is the one that comes to my mind. But anything that just gets big board like that. The Emma 2/1 PR. Now this is a functional reprint of this Kanata. This card is awesome. I know I've seen like 2 of these in previous lists. And then yeah, this one that I got just had 1 in favor of playing one of these. Global 1K and rest to give one of your characters on reverse optional send to bottom deck. The global 1K is just like really nice for beefing up your level 1 eye combo even more. And especially, like, depending on the matchup, I would prioritize getting that out, like, as soon as possible. If I have, like, it happened, like, several times over the weekend where I have the standby and the door in hand, and, like, this is in my waiting room, and I choose to play the standby first, get this in play, because then your eyes are almost definitely living, and then you just get to, like, do the door next turn. And it's, like, a little more valuable, too, than if you do it later, like, especially once you hit level 2, then you can just, like, fuel discards for IMU standby. The other Emma PR, the protein bar, anti-change, it's discard 2, sends to bottom deck. There's the Shioriko anti-change. That one's a little costly, and it doesn't hard remove. But it works. Moving on more here, we have the level 3 eye door combo. It's just so crazy that the level 1 combo that's so busted also has like a playable level 3 finisher on it. It's just when it triggers a soul trigger, you burn 3. It also gets another 1500 with combo. So it swings pretty big. Usually no trouble finding soul triggers. Especially if you have the 1/1 in the back. Salvage is a climax on play too if you pay an additional 1. Very nice card. Sorry about that. Bumped my tripod. Moving on though, we've got our 4 of the level 3 IMU combo. This card it's really cool. Yeah, when you trigger it, the standby, specific standby, you can play it off of that. That's its fun gimmick. It lets you get multiple attacks out at 2 or 3. I usually just go for it, like, when I can. Even if you don't think you'll kill, like, if they're, like low level 2. Unless you're, like, really worried about leveling them up, of course. But, I'll just resolve it anyways because, like, all the little bit of damage, like, really, just, like, pushes you closer and closer to the game. You're already swinging quite a lot with the, eyes and the twin drives, and you have so many soul triggers. So you usually just, like, win games by, just, like, really, like, putting pressure on your opponent, and leveling them up when they don't have much resources to even go for, like, a full finisher turn. But anyways, moving on, 2 of the eye level 3 early play, 4 or more, pitch card heal to stock, pretty standard, gets 2k offense. Got the Setsuna protein bar promo. This card is pricey, but it is so worth it. This card is just amazing. On play bounce, optional discard bounce again, and alarm to pitch a card level down. Just really great double utility for dealing with things that are too big, too problematic, whatnot. Bouncing for direct lanes, you name it. I've got one of the 3/2 Climax Fumio event. It's not many 2 Climax Fumios that exist now, so having one is pretty awesome. It's on an event, so it's, like, pretty hard to find. Your only, like, real way of selectively grabbing it is with the Karin level 0 card. This one. If you, like, happen to see this in Clock, and, like, you want to grab it, it's not usually, like, necessary. It's definitely situational, but, like, if you want to, like, guarantee that you have the option of going for it, that's, like, usually your best way of trying to grab it. I do that sometimes if I just like have the extra cards in hand to play one of those cards down and grab my event out of there, make sure I have it. But yeah, and then just 4 standby, 4 door. This deck's really fun. I remember like when I was trying to pick my deck list, like I originally was thinking 8 standby Hasu, but I played a lot of 8 standby Hasu pre-ban, because I knew it was gonna get hit, so I was like, I need to enjoy this while it's at full power. And then, yeah, I'd mentioned I played a lot of door pants before. I tried it a bit in testing, and I just had some like crazy unlucky games. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's a sign. Not gonna not gonna try it. But I do love that combo. And like choice is cool because you have like a lot of like decent support for it. But I mean, it's a lot of like pieces, and I just think the standby overall plays better. Especially in just with like the rest of the deck, the twin drives and everything. But yeah, I don't really got much more. It feels really cool, honestly, very like humbling too to perform well in an event like this. Sorry. Especially because I've never really played in like a JP event like this either. I go to all the like Rosemont regionals, and at all but one of them I have played Bang Dream, because Bang Dream is like what like led me to Weiss, and I mean I love that set. I think it's really cool. And so of course like Ave Muji released, and I'm like, oh, it's like at the best it's been, like I better, like get good with it. I did put in like a lot of work. I like 3 months was like grinding the deck when it came out in English, and I didn't do too great at BCS Rosemont, so it was like, damn, like that sucks. But I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep playing, because it is fun to just like dedicate yourself, try to work hard and see where you go. But yeah, it was very interesting because I had to qualify through LCQ, and like I barely made that in. Like I was 16th at the end of standings of that. I went 3-2 in it. And like it was funny because like I had never been there. I'd like done that, and I like kind of missed like the rundown in the beginning. So I didn't even realize that like once I had gotten there, like I was ready to play for tomorrow. But yeah, I went because it just was really convenient for me. I wouldn't say like really convenient, but I mean like plane tickets out of like my local airport were like $250, and I got a hotel room for like $80-$90 a night. And I didn't work that weekend, so that's why I checked it and I saw it was pretty doable, and I got to go out there, and now here we are. So it's really awesome. It's very neat. I'm very grateful. But yeah. Oh, there was one more thing about the deck list. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Rambled a bit. Nothing new to me. Not that. So I do think this list is pretty much like perfect. Like I think it's a great, like if you just wanted to play this, like I would just play this. Exact 50. But like me personally, I think I would only change 2 cards. I would probably cut these. I do think, like I said, it's a great card. But as far as like having a beater goes, like you have the JC. Even if like you have to like slam down a couple other cards for it to swing in big, like you can just like JC one of your things back, or it's like a back row. Like, you just put something in the back and you don't have to tri-lane. But the costless mill is nice too, but like, I really only feel like that's necessary, or it's like it's most effective like pretty early in the game, and at 2 copies I just like don't really like find it that frequently. It's like I could Riki for it, but like if I could Riki for this, I would rather just Riki for a level 1 combo. You can like maybe hope that you'll find a level 1 off of the Fuka. I wouldn't risk it. And then like even at like later game, like if you need to mill your waiting room or your deck to get a waiting room, if you like are looking for standby targets, like there's ways to just like play around that. You have other mill options. I think the like most ideal thing for like getting a good like level 2 waiting room for your Aimus is if you can just like get one into your clock, and then like hold more in hand. You just discard the Aimus when you stand by 1 out. So that's, I just think, ideal. I don't think you really need these. But like if you like the card, play it. I don't hate it. As for what I would include in place of those, I love this promo. This card, at least just with how much on reverse there is, there's so much Gaku at WGP, and like Yuru Camp is another like big like on reverse stack. Like Shiny Colors has some on reverse, like they stack it on one of their things, I guess. But it's so nice to be able to stand by this out at level 1 and just have such a huge board. You could argue like, oh, like you're gonna cut deck speed and play like more of a target when the deck speed. It's 1 copy. Like it could be in the bottom 10. And, like then you'd have to spend so much deck speed to try and find it. I would just rather play 2 copies of the 2/1, and then I'd probably just include a 4th Riki, I guess, because the Riki is great. Like I had mentioned earlier with the other like uses for it as far as like the clock manipulation goes, having more ability for that is nice. Having more to find your Aimu level 1 combos nice. Like you want to triple I all the time. Having just 2 is pretty rough. It's like playable. You can deal with it, but like, yeah, you just triple I. Riki helps with that. So, I believe that is all I really had. There's not much else I wanted to mention. I was going to talk more about like my matchups and stuff, but so I think I'll be doing that though in one of the like level 4 Wesh Wars interview things. Look forward to that. Hopefully that should be coming. Or maybe you find this video through that, because I think it'll be linked in there. But yeah, so I'll save more of the matchup discussion for that. I just wanted to quickly like go over the deck list and like a few reflections on the event. But yeah, I do want to do like more other random stuff in the future. I have like a fun idea for like a Weiss like Jeopardy thing that like I've thought about for like at least a year now, but I haven't really put a ton of effort into that. I've thought about like other like random like content ideas though. I think it'd be fun to do a lot of like I mentioned, I play a lot of Bang Dream. I know like so many of those sets just like so well, and like I've cooked up some crazy lists that don't work great, but maybe it'd be fun to like share them. I don't know. Just like the kind of shit I cook up. Sorry, I started going off big ramble there. Just wrapping it up here. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again. I'll try to record locals this week. I've got some shit that I promised I would play. So that should be fun. But yeah, thank you. Have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving.